How to Study the Forgetting Curve, Episode 1. Forgetting can be annoying, particularly when you're trying to learn a new skill or absorb vital information. When you can't recall the knowledge you need, stress can build and your confidence can take a knock. It may even lead to wasted time, missed opportunities, and costly mistakes. But when you understand why you forget, you can take steps to prevent it and make sure that what you learn sticks. We will explore the forgetting curve, a model that demonstrates how memories are lost over time and what we can do to reinforce the things that we learn so that we can remember them more effectively. What is the forgetting curve? German psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus wanted to understand more about why we forget things and how to prevent it. His research produced the forgetting curve, a visual representation of the way that learned information fades over time. Ebbinghaus experimented with his own ability to remember using a list of nonsense words, which he attempted to recall after different lengths of time. His experiences and results revealed a number of key aspects of memory. Memories weaken over time. If we learn something new, but then make no attempt to relearn that information, we remember less and less of it as the hours, days, and weeks go by. The biggest drop in retention happens soon after learning. This is reflected by the steep fall at the start of the forgetting curve. Without reviewing or reinforcing our learning, our ability to retain the information plummets. For example, you may leave a webinar or meeting with your head full of new facts and figures, only to find that you can remember very little of it just hours later. It's easier to remember things that have meaning. Things with little or no meaning relate the most to the forgetting curve. So for instance, if you're listening to a talk on a subject that you don't really understand or have little interest in, you'll likely forget it faster than if it were on a subject that you found really engaging or exciting. The way something is presented affects learning. The same set of information can be made more or less memorable depending on how well it's communicated. You'll likely find it easier to remember something that's been organized logically and presented clearly, but you may well forget that haphazard scribbled shopping list. How you feel affects how well you remember. Ebbinghaus believed that physiological factors such as stress and sleep play a significant part in how well we retain information. Many people experience this as a vicious cycle. They feel stress, which makes it harder to remember creating even more stress. There's also strong evidence to suggest that sleep can help our brains to sort and store information. Memory is important for our survival. Our brains are good at storing information that helps us to avoid physical or psychological harm. We are particularly good at remembering the things that we need to know, details that are of vital importance to our survival. But this means that many of the things that we want to learn or that others need us to know can drop out of our memory all too easily. This is where the forgetting curve comes in. Stay tuned for our next episode on how to prevent forgetting and boost your memory.